Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my new subscribers. I am here to do a flip through of this big ol' thing. It's a Botanical Notes pressed file folder, classification folder. I remembered it, journal. Okay, so it is a classification file folder that is altered, but this is less altered than previous ones, or it's altered in a different way, I should say, than the previous ones that I've made. And it's very green and naturey. And so we have a Botanical Notes, and this has some acetate over it. It's the vintage acetate from the outer jacket of a book. And it's kind of yellowed, and it just made it look a little, I just like the way it made it look. And then we have some 49 and Market laser cut die cuts, and then it says from the desk of, with some more of those die cuts, and then whoever buys this can put their name on here. So this is actually spoken for. It's the person who's spoken for it has right of first refusal, so she can decide whether or not she wants to purchase it, and if she does, then that's that. And otherwise, if she decides she doesn't want it, then I'll put it up on my Etsy. Okay, so you open it up, and make sure I'm in frame. I have this flippy envelope here, and inside the flippy envelope I put the Botanical stamped Denison label style label stickers. This is done on sticker paper that I just made this morning, and there's a video up on my YouTube on how I made these, and so those live right in there. And this closes with this lovely velvet ribbon that you just kind of wrap around that knob, and it has a two little flower charms on there, and that flips open. And this is a triple belly band, so there's a belly band under here, and I have some book pages just clipped in there. And this is a clip that I got from Rust Paper Scissors, and then this ribbon turns this into a double belly band, and there is a die cut folder on each of these. These die cut folders are actually paper clipped into place, and those just have some other little ephemera things stuck in there. On this page, we have three gusseted file folders, actually, with some die cut cards, journaling cards, and tags in each of the file folders. And I've left a spot for the person to write what they want on those metal tabs. These are some die cuts that I heat embossed. The butterfly and this fern frond have some sparkly embossing, and then these are just different kinds of heat embossed, so they have a little shine to them. In this little pocket, so this pocket closes with this beautiful, very gauzy ribbon, and I think it is chiffon, but I'm not sure what it's made out of. It has a little mushroom charm on it, and it's real wool felt, and I made this little pocket, and in the little pocket lives a folding, it's not vintage, I just got it off Amazon, folding magnifying glass, so you can look at your samples and things. And this whole little pouch is not permanently adhered to the book. It's on there with Velcro, so it is removable. There are 4 little Velcro dots. There. See? 4 little Velcro dots. Each of these tabs have a label that I've stamped with a Denison style stamp from, from Signet Stamps on Etsy, and I will link that below. And let's see. Okay, flipping the page, here we have 2 little pockets. Each of these pockets, these have little teeny tiny slides in them, and the bigger pocket has the larger size slide die cuts in them. And the idea is that these are what you use to fill in this herbarium. So the front of this has a skeleton leaf behind some acetate that has a frame. So this is permanent. It's not removable, along with a couple little labels. But you can open it up this way, and you could open it up this way. And the idea is that you put your slide samples on here so that you can, whoops, keep your own botanical slides. So that just, I used this same kind of gauzy ribbon throughout. Comes in a couple colors. So that ties closed. Here in the center is your journal. And this closes with this more of that gauzy stuff. And this is an unembellished. I have a video on how I made this cover. So this cover is a piece of wallpaper, but I have decoupage, several layers of plain napkin and rice paper. So it has a really interesting feel. And the papers in here are just a variety of papers. There's some inked tracing paper that I made. There's some book pages, some ledger pages, some straw paper. That's straw paper. This is inked cardstock. This is that painter's. Oh no, this one actually is a fly sheet from an Edith Holden book. There's some Edith Holden in the center. So this is an unembellished journal, but the idea is that this is what you can use for all the ephemera that I have included throughout the larger file folder journal. So then this just closes up, and it is removable. It is just held in with more ribbon, so you can take this out. So on this page, I have a slot pocket. These slot pockets do have a little piece of, it's a pocket that hangs behind. So that's the bottom of this pocket. Each of these pockets has a bottom, so you can't lose things going down. And then this is sewn, the whole thing is sewn to this belly band so that there are some specimen from Tracy Fox tags in there, as well as some die cut tags that I made that slide behind this belly band. So these are 2 glassine envelopes. So you just move that latch, and the envelope flips open, and this one has some dried flowers and leaves in it, and this one has some washi stickers, and then you just close that little latch and it all stays nice and tidy and neat. On this page here, you untie that, and this is an envelope flippy flappy thing. Each of these pockets has some Edith Holden cards or journaling tags in it. So this is a pocket on this envelope, and it has an Edith Holden card. Then, oops, I don't know how I'm going to show you this to you. When you open this one here, it flaps open, and it has an Edith Holden tag in there. Then this also has a tag. This envelope, which I've stamped to make it's an actual airmail envelope, but I just stamped it to make it look like, someone received an important piece of botanical information from someplace. And this has a couple of them in there. These are 2 separate cards. Each of these has a mushroom in it from Edith Holden, so that you can see the mushroom in the window. These are images from book pages. So then this flaps closed like that flaps closed like this, and this flaps closed up, and then this opens up, and I've decoupaged a bunch of stuff onto here, and in this envelope are some Edith Holden pages, and then this is glued down to this piece of scrapbook paper, and this paper is both glued and eyelided to the back page, so this is on there very sturdily, and this has a tuck with a piece of Edith Holden. You can actually use this ribbon as a belly band as well. So this ribbon is held on with tabs, and I've just cut a slot with a slot punch in there so that you can close that up and tie this down And that too will not flip flap around when you move the pages. And then finally, on the very last panel here is your little art set. And so this is a pretty, I've tried to keep the cost down on this one, so I didn't go to town with paint and pencils and paintbrushes. But I have a band here. This is a standard 5x7 piece of, there are 5 sheets of 5x7 mixed media paper that fit behind this belly band. And I have included an altoid box. It's just an altoid, empty altoid tin. And that slides into that ribbon so that you can purchase the little inserts that turn this into a watercolor palette. You can get those on Etsy. And again, I can leave a link below for that. I'll try and remember all the things I said I'd leave links for. So this is your little art palette. This is a piece of real wool felt that has been sewn to another piece of cardstock, but I put it on as a tuck. So as you finish your finished work, you can take that and you can tuck it in the back. So that slides in there. And there's nothing on the back. So that is my Botanical pressed board classification file folder journal. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment what you think and hit that like button if you would, and consider subscribing. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.